What's some of the harder things that you had to endure on the road, John? Like really long tours or?
Well, I've never really done a long tour because I just am not interested because I'm afraid that it is probably really hard.
Ordinarily, like when you're all with collection, how long are you on the
The
road?
longest tours that I have done are like 2 weeks, and that's enough for me, at one time. So, and they can get kind of butted up against one another, but still, just to have a break in between somewhere is ideal.
Is that primarily like going on booking the tour, or are you looking through the management?
Totally depends. Totally depends. I mean, everything I've done from band to solo stuff to working with other groups, I mean, it varies from booking your own stuff to having an agent involved or being invited. I was talking to Peter about this outside before the session that it's always better to be invited to something than to try to convince someone of doing something for you. So, it's great to be invited to Europe, to Scandinavia, to France. It's harder and more. It sucks to try to go to another country or another city or something and try to convince people there who really don't know that much about you, presumably, how great you are and how it's so worth their time to book you. Because like Peter was saying, if you overpromise, if you overhype something and you show up and you don't deliver on all those points, everyone's going to be uncomfortable. Everyone's going to be pissed. It's going to be ugly. It's not good. If you enter a situation where the bottom line expectation is this is not going to be a big deal, it's not going to go overwhelmingly great. There could be 10 people at this show, and if everyone's cool with that, then when 100 people show up, it's awesome for everyone. Everybody's excited. Everybody wants to work together again. Everybody wants to keep that relationship. If it goes any other way, chances are you're not going to be going there again. You're not going to do anything with people again. So.
What about the guy that stands on the desk and says, "We got to get the name out there. We got to get the word out there. We got to get in the truck and blaze a trail across America."
Go ahead and blaze the trail across America and play in like shitholes to 5 people, which is I've done that too. You have to do it, and don't feel like that is you're better than that or something, because you know what, you're not. Again, like I can go play a sold out show in one city, I can go to another city and there's 5 people there, but those 5 people are going to be super into it. They're going to go out and tell 5 people, and those 5 people are going to tell 5 people, and blah blah blah. So it's all worth it in the end. You just have to, as an artist, have to accept that as a reality and not expect the world to say, "Oh my gosh, look what you're doing. This is phenomenal. Wow." I mean, expect one person to do that. Try to find that one person and work on that one.
So basically, try to at least find out where, like when you're booking tour, you're doing it. Possibly geographically in America, and then from there looking at places where as points of interest for the band, for the music, like maybe possibly CD sales, or you have some connections in the city, or there's a venue where you could potentially say, "I'm in this band," and they would recognize you and know you and want to book you.
And the way to do that is to just keep working on a small scale, and if what you're doing is good and you do get people taking notice, other people are going to find out about that, because everybody in the industry talks. So you have promoters talking, you have fans talking, you have club owners talking, and the word travels. And so, Peter was telling me outside too, he talks to people at Summerfest a lot. Peter has a Peter has a band come through town saying how great they're going to be, and they're going to sell the place out, and they have 20 people show up. Peter's not going to go to Summerfest and say, "Oh, you got to, here's the number, call these guys, you got to have them down there." No, he's gonna do it for the reverse situation. When the band that just comes through town that he takes a chance on, that he doesn't have high hopes for, and the place brings in 200 people, he's gonna say, "Hey, you guys are all right. This is good." I mean, that's really the level that you have to think on.